Hello, welcome to the channel, or welcome back. Thanks for watching. Please like so that I know you want to see more. Comment if you have a question, and subscribe if you would like to see more. Today I'm going to be talking about navigating relationship hard times. Navigating hard times in relationships. Maybe I'll focus on marriage in a sense, but even if you're boyfriend, girlfriend, how to navigate hard times in relationships. So, alright, now, part of this is, let's say if you're having hard times in your relationship and you need a third party, an objective outside party to help you through it. Don't be like most people where, oh, you're single, how can you tell me about relationships? Oh, you're married, how can you tell me about being single? Like that. I get what you're saying. You want someone single to tell you about being single, if you're single, or, well, single or married, but if you're single, you want someone who's single to tell you about being single. And if you're married, you want someone who's married to tell you about being married. I get it. But those who are single might still have something to say about being married, because let's say one, if they're looking, they could tell you what they would want in a relationship, and that's possibly helpful to you. And two, they could be widowed or divorced, so they've already been in a relationship to be able to tell you about relationships. And if they're married, how can he tell me about being single? Because everyone who's ever existed has to start at zero from scratch somewhere. From being single, nobody comes out the womb married, everybody comes out the womb single. So everyone who's ever existed knows what it's like to be single. Maybe they've been married for 20 years, so they don't know what it's like to date. In today's world, they knew what it was like when they first got married, but they could still tell you about being single because they were once single. Everybody who's ever existed was once single. So you don't want to completely shut down a person. Oh, you're single, how can you tell me about being married? Oh, you're married, how can you tell me about being single? If you're married and the person you're talking to is single, whatever they say, if there was something in what they said that still helps you for your relationship, the hard times you're going through, that just because they're single, that doesn't mean shut them down. Oh, he's single, shut him down. Next, let me get someone who's married. Help is help, and it doesn't matter where it came from. That statement halfway through what they said was still helpful for your situation. So take that particular sentence out of everything they've said, take that particular sentence and hang on that. That'll help you. So you don't want to just completely and immediately shut the person down, like you don't know what you're talking about. Help can come from anywhere. But if you're married, you're going through a hard time, you're arguing with your spouse. Whatever it is, you're arguing with your spouse. Now, with that, first of all, again, if the person you're talking to is single, don't assume they're going to tell you to leave. So, and then, whatever they say, here you are married, don't you bring up divorce. The one word you should not bring up is divorce. Doesn't matter what's going on, how bad you're arguing, whatever the case. It's been 3 years and oh brother. The one word you should not mention or say or bring up is divorce. You want to say everything but divorce. Divorce shouldn't even be the last thing. It shouldn't be a thought at all. You do everything but divorce. You want us to work through it, not leave the person. Why'd you marry them if you're just so quick to, oh, I'll just divorce you? Then why did you marry them? I thought you loved them. So it could be exacerbating. The other person could be annoying, but that's the one word that should not come up. Do not throw around the word divorce. Oh, I'll just divorce you then. Especially with it being the first thing to come to mind and you're saying it immediately. They sneeze. Let me divorce them first. No. You don't want to, oh, she burnt the pancakes. No. You have to talk through it with the person. So what you want to do is sit down and discuss with the person. Try to be as calm as you can. And if you really can't get through it, like there's no way you can compromise, there's no way you can agree to disagree or all of that, what you want to do is get a third party. Don't go to your parents, don't go to your friends. The only person you should go to is either a pastor or a marriage counselor or both. A pastor, a marriage counselor, or both. They can help you through that. They're an objective party, so they can listen in with no cloudiness or anything behind it. Because with them being a third party, they're objective, they're not in the middle of it, so they can see things clearly and they'll be able to help. If it takes 3 years or what. And that, so now, if you do throw out the word divorce, it should only be if the spouse cheated on you. Okay, there's the idea of abuse, physical or not, especially physical, but rather it's physical or not. Okay, fine, abuse, but unless they cheated on you, do not say divorce. Now, if they cheated on you, then okay, and so divorce because they cheated on you. Otherwise, if it's like abuse of whatever kind, if you're gonna leave, and you should leave abusive scenarios. And so if you don't believe in divorce for anything other than adultery, cheating, extramarital affair, you can still separate. You still separate yourself from the abuse if there's abuse, though still married. But get away from the person if there's abuse. Otherwise, only bring up the divorce if the person cheated on you. Oh, that's the only time you should say divorce. Otherwise, you want to work through it. You love them. That's why you married them. And in marriage, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have disagreements and arguments. You're not the person's clone, so you're not going to think exactly the same thing, agree with everything exactly like how they do, at some point you're going to have a disagreement, an argument. It's inevitable, whatever it is. But you don't then go to divorce. Only if it's adultery, abuse. That's it. You want to go to, if it's that bad where you cannot get through it without talking to somebody. There's pastors, there's marriage counselors you can talk to. They'll help you through it and take into account what they said. So I just wanted to go through this and remind you and try to help as best I can on a subject issue. We all have hard times in relationships. There are ways to get through it without saying divorce. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hope this was helpful.